Hello everyone. Now, today's episode is based off an event that happened 16 days ago. I didn't want to do it immediately because, well, I really don't know why. I think it was probably because it was only 3 episodes after the last crazy event that happened in my life, and I figured probably should wait a little bit. Well, here we are 1 episode later, and I guess we should probably do it before it gets too late and I forget everything. Also, if you stay towards the end of the video, I'm going to have some information about Season 9 of Behemoth Vlogmaster. But that's not yet. Okay? We're going to do this now. So, there's this water park kind of close to where I live, right? I'm not giving any details or anything like that, but there's just some water park. The first time we went there would have been 2012, and then we kind of stopped going for a few years, and then we started going back again. 2017 would have been an event of its own because somebody had gotten into our car and stolen like money and credit cards even though the door was locked, and that really sucks ass. But thankfully though, my dad had called the police and the credit card company to turn the credit cards off so they wouldn't try to buy anything with our money, you know? I don't know if they ever were caught or not, but bastards. Anyway, so we're not going to discuss that in this episode. What we're going to discuss is what happened on June 30th. So it seems like every 5 years there's gotta be some sort of event related to that water park that happens. Like 2027, I'll be 27 years old, but if I'm still enjoying it, I'm still going. If something crazy happens that year, I'm gonna flip my crap. But we really need to quit getting off track. So, before I say anything about what actually happened, a distant relative, I want to say she's a third cousin, but it gets complicated. I really don't know what you would classify her as. I think it would be third cousin, but I really don't know. Well, she came in from a different part of the state just to come up here to visit us. We had never met her before, or at least I haven't, and I don't think my little sister had either. She doesn't have very many opportunities to do fun stuff like we do, so she just stayed for a while, and we figured since it's summer, damn, well, let's just go to the water park. She doesn't have that much of that in her area. So we went to the water park and it started out normal, you know, we went to one of the pools that was kind of shallow, not like the baby part of the park, but like, you know, just a different part that wasn't like the big pool, you know. I guess you'd call this the medium pool, but whatever. So yeah, it started out as a regular day at the water park. We did our usual routine, you know, and well, you see, the third cousin, or whatever the hell you classify her as, wanted to ride one of the big slides, you know? So, after a while, we decided to go up there and let her ride the slides. Now, all the people that were there with us, not any of the strangers, obviously, but the people that are in our group would have been my grandma on my dad's side, so my dad's mom, my stepmom, little sister, the third cousin, and myself. We were walking past the barn animals. That's right, they have barn animals at this water park. Don't ask why, but it was kind of close to the pathway that led up to those slides. I really don't want to give away too much about this place, but it's kind of important for the sake of this episode. Yeah, it was smelling like the zoo, basically. I don't know if the zoo and the barn have like different scents, but whatever. I made some sort of comment about the smell, and I forgot what Grandma had said about it. I think it's a long history by now. I can't remember. I should have done this 2 weeks ago, probably, in this episode, you know? But then I had a memory about when one of our back neighbors' chickens got in our backyard. This is kind of off topic, but let me just say this real quick. Behind our house is another guy that has chickens, and one of them got into our backyard somehow, and when we let the dogs out there, specifically the big one, started to chase it and bite it and crap, and I don't think she actually got a hold of the chicken, but it's so freaking funny. And the chicken went, "God!" and just jumped in the pool. It's stupid, I know, but that's just what came to my mind. And that's what I said when we were walking towards the big slide, and the guys behind us might have been chuckling at what I said or with each other, I don't know. But enough with the random crap. It's time to get on to what this episode is about. Whoever thinks the earth is flat is an asshole, because this could not be any more apparent than today. It's not freaking flat, because the part of the sidewalk kind of went upward a bit, like the corner of it was kind of jolted out, and my grandma tripped on it. The people behind us were like, "Are you okay, ma'am?" And at first she just got up and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine, don't worry about me." So she was able to get up by herself, but then she needed to sit down for a minute at a place that you're not allowed to sit at, but who cares about the rules? We need to make sure she's okay. At that time, 2 guys in a golf cart that worked at the water park, They came driving by and we told them the situation. So these guys asked her about some stuff, but she didn't say anything. She just zoned out. They asked her, what's your name or what's your birthday, and she just didn't say anything except for, I'm okay, but that would come every now and then. So clearly something went wrong with her head. She's doing better now, but I think she might have bumped her head a bit. She's a 69-year-old grandma, so I'm not saying like she's super old because there's like people decades older than her. We'll just say she's semi-elderly, but she's not exactly young either. So she's pretty in the middle, I guess you could say. So this is kind of a big deal. So my stepmom wanted me, this third cousin, and my little sister to go back to our stuff and just chill out for a bit. My little sister was kind of worried about this whole situation because she has pretty bad anxiety, kind of like I do, except even worse. While we were leaving, they would guide her to the cart and bring her to the first aid. So yeah, that's how that went down. I called my dad and told him about what had happened, and he called his dad, and they were on their way to go and check on Grandma. But we had moved to the other pool, which is not the same location that our stuff was at, and we just sat down in the shade over there. Thankfully a woman was generous enough to just let us use one of the chairs there because she was leaving, And sometime during that period I had gotten sunblock in my eye. Not like a lot, but I had just rubbed it, and it kind of got in there, and now it's just itching like crap. So I decided we should probably go back to our stuff since there's more shade over there, but I called my dad and he said he was there at that point, and he said, oh, the first aid is right next to this. So we walked over there and I could see him. We went in the first aid, which was a pretty small doctor's thing, but Grandma now had her memory back, I guess you could say. She wasn't zoned out anymore, and but at this point my eye was just terrible, and the woman at the first aid offered me some eye drops, which I've never had any before, so I didn't know if it was gonna hurt or feel weird or what, and it was hard to just have my eyes open the whole time, because, I don't like just things in my eye like that, but I guess this is the only way to heal the pain. Because you see, I'm sure lots of people get sunblock in their eye at this water park, so they already came prepared for that. But probably less people have a trip like my 69-year-old grandma did. But the fact that these happened both at the same time is kind of episode worthy, if you ask me. So, after a while, we left and we saw Minions the day before it actually came out because my dad has special tickets. But Grandma and my stepmom could not come because, the incident. Grandma was still able to walk when holding her husband's hand to the car. So that's basically what happened. I don't know if this would be classified as crazy as the power outage at my work a few months ago, but if there's a good opportunity for an episode, you should take it, Kale. Because it's not like these ideas come around that often. But let me tell you the Season 9 news. So Season 9 of Behemoth Vlogmaster. It's gonna have not one, not two, but three new steps all at once. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm trying to wait till when we move to start recording this new season of BBM. So if everything goes according to plan, then that'll be the first next step. A new background, which I'm sure you guys are ready for, because this one has been 3 years. 3 freaking years. And 107 episodes, and maybe even a few more, depending on when the next episode comes. But if we're not moved by October, then I may just start Season 9 here, but I'm hoping that's not the case. The second step is to use that microphone I have, which is a blessing because you guys are constantly hearing background noise and it pisses me up. So hopefully this new microphone can get rid of that background noise and only catch my voice. And thirdly, I'm going to be using my new laptop that I've had for about a month to start recording episodes. Since this is a much newer computer, over a decade newer, episodes will now be in HD. Now technically, episodes 56 and 57 had to be recorded with my phone because the uploading system wasn't working on my old computer back then. This was in 2020, so I don't know if you want to count those episodes as HD or not. Since I'm recording a screen, I probably am not going to count those. So what the heck? Let's just say Season 9 is the true HD era. So if everything goes according to plan, this is going to be a huge leap for the Behemoth Blogmaster. And it's definitely going to distance us from those crappy ass Season 1, 2, 3, you know, stuff like that episodes, which rarely had anything good in them. But what am I talking about? We need to end the episode, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Not sure when it'll be. I'm not sure when Season 9 will start, but it should be sometime this year. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.